start with the fact that I won. I won. First win under the Freelance Underground banner, and he was a former champion. You are right, he was a former tag champion. I don't play well with others, but maybe there's other titles here at Freelance that I want. Watch out, everybody.
Sean Lennon here with the Pro Wrestling Enforcer, and right next to me is Trevor Outlaw. Yours, rudely. Appreciate you being on the show, man, for the first time.
The pleasure is all yours,
Okay.
obviously.
Definitely, man. Talk about the big match we just saw here. Freelance Underground Phase In, the beginning. You got to go in one-on-one with Acid Jasmine, former tag team champion of Freelance.
Yeah.
Prestigious guy.
First win under the Freelance Underground banner. Well, you could have started with that. I mean, look, man, I get what you're trying to do here. You know, you're trying to be professional, do the whole thing where it's like we talk about what just happened. Start with the fact that I won. I won. First win under the Freelance Underground banner, and he was a former champion. You are right, he was a former tag champion. I don't play well with others, but maybe there's other titles here at Freelance that I want. Watch out, everybody.
Well, congrats on the win.
Thank you.
Yeah, big win for you, and you've been working hard. I know you did something at the Freelance, not only been with the Freelance Academy, been training out there, but you also went out to the Nightmare Factory in Georgia. So talk about that little experience a little bit.
Yeah, so I was training with Cody Rhodes, QT Marshall, Glacier, all great minds to learn under. It was a little difficult because with all of the tension and the issues between Cody and QT, the training was separate. So I would have days where I was just with QT. I would have days where I was just with Cody. And I think having that separation was kind of a blessing in disguise, because when you have too many, those are both such great minds to learn from, both of those guys. And you don't want any of the information that either of them have to be missed, to be taken away. So it's like having them split up as opposed to just kind of a conglomerate on both days was really cool, because, you know, I got QT, like, is one of the best wrestlers I've ever seen in the ring. Like, smooth as butter in there. You have somebody that can help you polish up what you're doing and show you how, like, not to let these other bozos out there try to take advantage of me in the ring, you know? Right. All these other guys that are trying to win the fans over and yada, 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 and they, you know, try their funny little tricks. It's like every match I'm in, somebody has to pull some shenanigans on me, to try to get one over on me. I don't like the ha-ha. And going there, I learned how to stop that. And going forward, no one's going to be able to pull a fast one on me. And then, you know, learning from Cody Rhodes too, you know, I already knew the minute that I started training in wrestling that I was going to be a star. So to be able to share a ring and share a talking space with someone like Cody, who is undoubtedly one of the biggest stars in the business, stars recognize stars, you know, so naturally we gravitated towards each other.
Definitely. And talk about the beard, man. The beard looks great. I mean, do you use some kind of special beard oil?
You know, it's I get that a lot. The beard is the first thing everybody asks about. The second is always the cheetah print. It's, you know, it's one of those things that I was just blessed with better looks than probably everybody else out there. You know, I aside from being stronger, a better wrestler, smarter wrestler than pretty much everybody else that I've come up with, you know, I'm damn good looking. And, you know, I'm not going to share the secrets to this beard upkeep because, you know, a magician never reveals his secrets. But, you know, I have my ways. You know, this is my moneymaker. I have this beard insured. This is $1 million insurance policy on this beard right now. So it ain't going nowhere.
Definitely. And then talk about, you know, the matches you got coming up. You got a lot of different
matches. I mean, you know, my stock is rising significantly. So get me while you're hot, promoters, because I'm taking bookings left and right, and my book is closing soon. So fill it up. But, you know, next weekend, I've got a big one at Zello Pro with Danhausen. Yeah. You know, he's the poser that paints his face up and dances around to that stupid tequila song, which that song sucks, by the way. Billy Squire's The Stroke is 10 times better. So, you know, let that be on the record. I don't know what your key demo is for your viewers. Probably a lot of young idiots that don't know better. Educate yourselves on Billy Squire. I digress. This Sunday I got Danhausen. After that, I've got Eric Tannen at AWF in Minnesota. So, I mean, I'm one of the hottest rising stars on the independents right now. You know, I'm getting in higher and higher profile matches with bigger names every time you see my name on a billboard. And it's only a matter of time before you see me on network television.
Oh, well, I mean, I'm sure. Because, you know, you got
Look at me. Look at me. I mean, seriously. I don't know how many other people you've been interviewing, but I mean, come on. You've got me and then all these other bozos? Seriously?
I mean, you got the skills of the, you know, of the traditional wrestling. You also got the looks of the guys on the Hubbard Street, right?
Absolutely.
I
Hubbard
mean-
Street. I'm more of a South Side guy, but you know what? Like a little more south than that. But the fine idiots at home watching this don't need to know. They don't need to know about that. But South Side over everything. White Sox. Are you a Cubs fan or a Sox fan?
I live north side, so automatically Cubs fan. I live in north side, so I know you're a Sox fan.
I've been sitting here this entire time doing this interview with the Cubs fan, and you didn't tell me. You guys didn't tell me. What the hell?
Well, I mean, I just
You're
go
testing
by-
my patience today. You are really testing me.
Well, I want to move forward and talk about the match you have this Friday because that's your first match that's coming up.
Yeah,
Friday. Illinois.
Friday I have a triple threat at Iron Spirit Pro. Jacob Dean is one of my opponents. He's somebody that I trained with before at the Freelance Wrestling Academy. I've tagged with him before. We fought each other before. Every time him and I get in the ring with each other, someone gets hurt, and it's going to be him this time, as it has been the last couple of times. The other guy, Orion Creed, I don't know too much about him. I know that he hits hard.
Yeah.
Bring it. Okay, I'm trained by the best. I know that I'm one of the best wrestlers in the world right now with less than 2 years of experience. So give me that. Saturday, I got to do a tag match with some dude I've never met before against the Bang Bros. So again, every time Trevor Outlaw makes a step, it's Davey Bang and August Matthews and Jacob Dean just following my curtails right behind. And they got to get the rub from yours rudely, so that's fine. I'll give them that. But I'm looking past those matches a little bit more because, I got kicked out of the Freelance Academy. They said I was picking too many fights. So that's why I went to the Nightmare Factory. And that's when I learned, how to hone my craft better. But I realized there that I was already better than than what I had previously knew that I was. And I just kept sharpening it more and more. So, boys, I'm not going to give you any more attention than that. I'll see you whenever next weekend. But Danhausen's the one that I'm really focused on right now.
Very exciting. And when we go back to Nightmare Factory, is it more about doing more with the time instead of spending more time, using that time that you have and just encapsulating more than you could learn in another gym?
Yeah, absolutely. I think a lot of guys that they go out there and when they're on offense, they got to hit a move, they got to hit a move, they got to hit a move, they got to do all of these crazy things to break down their opponents. When you think about it, I'm sure human anatomy is far more complicated than my knowledge. I didn't go to school for any of that crap. I've been kicking ass and making money for years without it. But breaking down somebody's body parts is very simple. Target something that you want to do and just beat the shit out of them. Beat the hell out of them. And, no one focuses on that. So I think to answer your question, if I'm understanding you correctly here, it's just being a smarter wrestler than all of these other guys, which I'm already a smarter human being than all of these guys. So being a smarter wrestler is like, it's all in a day's work, They can go out there and they can try their best to hit some cool move on somebody that they're going to hurt themselves more doing, but I'm just going to punch you in the face and throw you around like a rag doll if you're in there with me.
Definitely. Any influences, like when you were a kid?
My early influences on wrestling was Edge. Edge was a big one. He didn't care what anybody else thought. Everybody hated him, but the dude made a lot of money. The dude won a lot of championships, and that's something that I want to do in this business. Other than that, in terms of wrestling, I would say Owen Hart is probably my all-time greatest wrestler. He's probably one of my biggest influences. But other than that, like, I'm not really influenced by other people. Other people are influenced by me. So, you might want to ask, like, one of these other bozos that's always, following my curtails. But I don't know. It's hard to be inspired by somebody when you're such an inspiring person. So.
Congratulations again on the first victory in Freelance. That's a huge one.
First of many.
Yeah, because, the last month you had Darius Satrell, you had Dan the Dad, it's a triple threat. Those are a little bit tougher.
Yeah, and it's, Freelance Underground, this is supposed to be one of my home promotions, but they've treated me like garbage ever since I got here. And I just keep getting obstacle upon obstacle upon obstacle thrown in front of me. You finally put me in a traditional singles match, which you should have from the start. And what happens? I win. You give me a fair shot, and I win. But when they throw me through all these hoops, which you want to throw me through hoops, you better be paying me more first and foremost. But I got a good payday today. I hit the winner's purse, so you know what? Having a celebratory drink.
Oh, yeah.
Loser.
We appreciate you again being on PWE, Process Enforcer. And when you find fans wearing like a merchandise of yours, how does it make you feel?
it makes you realize that I won. You know, they're the same people that are saying I suck are the ones that are shelling out all their money to me anyways. Oh, you're such a great wrestler. Oh, you're so handsome. Can I get an 8x10? Oh, that shirt's so cool. But they hate me? Sure, okay. I'm printing money at this point with these fools, so it's a good feeling. You know, I'm a good businessman. I'm not a businessman. I'm a businessman. Quote Jay-Z.
Business of a professional wrestler.
That's right.
And anyone you'd like to thank, or anywhere you'd like to plug your social media, go ahead.
Did you just ask me if there was anybody that I want to thank? Oh my God. You are no. Stop. I'm gonna put myself over here for a minute. You've all had the pleasure of spending this time with yours rudely this afternoon. I bid you all adieu. Mwah. Courtesy of yours rudely. Follow me on the socials. They know where to find me.
Sean Lennon with Pro Wrestling Enforcer. That was yours rudely, Trevor Outlaw, here at Freelance Underground.